Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam and I own Fig and Blue out of Minnesota. I make charcuterie boards and grazing tables for all sorts of different events. And then on YouTube here, I like to come and kind of share some of the things that I've learned doing this the past three years now. It's crazy. I know that it has been a while since my last video, but I am back with a new one. As you guys know, I am busy during the holiday season, so I'm trying to get a video in before the craziness starts, which actually, while I'm filming this now, Thanksgiving is in just a few days. So I wanted to get something out for you guys so that when you are entertaining for your family and friends, you'll have something to elevate your board with. All right, so let's quickly get into today's video. I'm going to show you 9 different ways to style meat. We're gonna touch on some of the ones that I did in the last video. Again, this is a part 2. The last video, I still do a lot of the styling that I showed you guys, but as I mentioned before, I've learned a few different techniques and some things that I really like that I think look really good on charcuterie boards or grazing tables. So one of the things that I am most excited about this video is that it is in collaboration with Olli Salumeria. This is one of my favorite brands that I use all the time on my charcuterie boards for my business. They have a variety of different options. They have like sliced here. This is a 3-inch diameter. They have these are so fun. These are called Salam minis. So they're basically little tiny salamis. They also have chub sizes, which are the traditional size salamis that you see out. And they also have prosciutto, which is pretty cool. A lot of salami companies only feature salamis, but they also offer prosciutto. Thank you, Olli, for sending me these products. So today I'm going to show you some prosciutto ribbons, what to do with these really cute little salaminis, a chub salami, and then I have some 3-inch diameter salami that I'm going to show you how to style. Okay, so the first style we're going to do is the Salami Rose. This is probably the one style I get requested ever. People always want salami roses. They're not always the most practical. I typically only do salami roses on small, maybe 2-person, maybe 4-person boards. Okay, so for this example, I am using hot sopressata, and I have portion cups. These just make it a lot easier to set it down and so that it holds its shape. I have these are 2-ounce portion cups. At home, I understand that you probably don't have these. You can also use little ramekins as well, but these are pretty affordable on Amazon. I believe they're in my Amazon storefront if you want to check that out. Otherwise, just type in 2-ounce portion cups. Okay, so the way I like to fold my salami roses is I have like a little method, okay? So the first step I do is I take out 5. When working with charcuterie, using odd numbers is a lot more appealing to the eyes. So I start with 5 pieces, so I've separated 5. And what I do is I will line around the cup. So I take my salami piece and I fold it in maybe a 1/3. And then we're gonna do that with 5 different slices. Kind of layering them. Okay, and so why I fold it is, 1, these salami pieces are big in the portion cup, and it kind of creates like this little shelf here, which you will see in a minute as to why we need that shelf. All right, now I will take 5 other slices. This salami is so good, I want to eat one right now. All right, so we've laid 5 down. So I like to fold it over like so. And then from one end, we're just going to tuck and roll. Okay, so once you've done that, then I always fold it over, or turn it over, and I push this up so that the center is coming up a little bit more. And you can kind of fluff it as needed. Because you don't want it to be like super tight in there, right? You want it to look like a flower that's opening up, like so. So I'm gonna make one more. Again, counting out 5, and then leaving 5 for the part that we roll. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll it in half. Make sure to start out tight here, and then you can roll a little bit looser as needed. So there are our 2 salami roses. All right, the next one we're going to use is the Italian dry salami. Again, this is the 3-inch diameter. And the one I am going to show you is from the last video as well, and that is the Salami Link. So this is probably the one that I use the absolute most for every board. It's just easy, especially if you are serving a bunch of people. They can easily grab one piece with their tongs. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I grabbed 6 pieces. So what you're going to do is take your 3-inch diameter salami and fold it in half, and then fold it in half one more time. And you're just going to keep doing that. But what I do is I link them together. So it looks like so. Okay. Now we have 3 pieces here. Let's go for 4. 4. 5. And 6. And you can, of course, do as many as you'd like. Let's just do 8. Just so you can get a better idea. All right. So here is the Salami Link using 8 pieces. So here is a good example of something that is hard to keep standing when you're displaying. And I'm just gonna set it against something and hopefully it'll stay there. All right, so the next one we're going to do is the Salami River, also still using the Italian dry because I have it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll just do 8 for fun again. So this is similar. We're gonna fold it the exact same, but we're just going to set it a little bit differently. So instead of connecting them, we're just going to set them next to each other. When you're doing these, I recommend not, so like we're flattening the bottom, but not flattening the top. That way it's going to give it kind of a more rounded top, like so. And then these are all going to face the same direction, like so. Okay, I'll do this one a little bit slower, sorry. I kind of get in the groove and then I just do it quickly. Again, connecting them and setting all the rounded edges next to each other. So this would be a salami river going across a board. All right, for this next style, we're going to be using the Napoi, which is just an applewood smoked salami. And this one is going to be our bouquet style. So this one you don't see too often. It's kind of a pain, but I wanted to give you guys another example, just another fun way to fold salami. So we're gonna use a portion cup for this one as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our salami, we're gonna fold it in half, and then we're going to take a corner and just roll it. Okay, so we're gonna make little tiny bouquets. I would do as many as you can possibly holding it. Like I said, this one is a little bit more difficult. And then we're just going to set them next to each other. And then, whoop, see, told you guys, this isn't my favorite one. It's cute, but it definitely is hard to keep together. If you want, you can kind of turn your bowl over like that to help hold them. And then we'll just keep adding them. But as you're putting them in, the more that you're putting in, the more you're kind of adjusting them to. I told you guys, this is gonna be the one that takes the most patience and is the most fussy. But there you go. So we have 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces of salami in here, which is the same amount that we've used for the Salami Rose. And it looks like this. As you can see, they don't all touch the bottom because you kind of, as you're setting them in, you kind of lift them while you're putting more in, if that makes any sense. All right, this is looking super phallic, so hold on, let me move some things around it. Sorry. Oh God, it's just bad. Okay, so let's move on. The next one we're going to do is a very simple one. It's basically gonna look like how you take it out of the package, but don't be that person. Do not just take it out of the package, okay? We're going to style it so that it's still easier for people to pick up. Because if you take it out of the package and then set it on the board, it takes a little bit more work for your guests, okay? So what we're gonna do is I separated all of these, and this is just a flat display. So all we're going to do is simply fold it in half, okay? Super easy, and then we're going to layer it. That way, when people go to pick it up, it's one simple piece, right? And because we've already separated them ourselves, this is a little bit easier then for your guests to pick up. So they don't really have to peel it. I actually do this for grazing tables a lot. I like the look of it because then I can kind of put like a pile of grapes over part of it. And it looks flowy, if you will. So this is the flat display. The next display we're going to do, I am using some of the dry salami here, is just a triangle display. So what you're going to do is fold it in half and fold it in half again, just like we did for these here. Except this time, we're just going to layer it like so. This just adds a little bit of interest. And you can kind of like curve it around things. Again, put it next to some grapes. And then you can kind of curve it around things like this and display it like so. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have 3 more to go. Now I'm going to show you how to cut the chub size. So this is a traditional size salami roll, I guess, that you would find at your local grocery store. Today we're using sopressata. This is a pepper garlic salami, and it looks like this. So this is a natural casing that has mold on it. This is how it ages. It's tied at the tips, and there's usually a string here that you would cut off. So the way we're going to do this, let me move some of this over here. All right, so what you're going to do is take your knife and you're going to make a slice, and then you are going to slice down, and I take the bottom edge here and then I just peel it up. And then you are going to peel the casing off. Do not leave the casing on. It is edible, but I don't know, why have the choking hazard? Okay, so for this you can do a couple different things. You can cut it on the bias like this. I just like simple slices, like so. You don't want them too thick, because salami will be too chewy then, but you don't want them paper thin either. All right. So, and for these, it's just a simple display like this. So when you're doing something simple like this, you just want to pay attention to your spacing, making sure that everything is nice and even, so it looks like you put a lot of effort into it. So that is style number 7. The next one is the Salaminis. These are the bourbon flavor. I absolutely love these. They're a lot of fun. They are basically mini versions of regular size salami. Isn't that just the cutest thing? Let me grab a couple. All right, so these are cased, but you don't peel these. These are just literally the cutest thing. So all I do for these is I cut them at an angle. Look how cute those are. You could, if you had the patience, to angle them like this, but I do not. I literally put them on my boards in little piles, and they're so cute. These are just like the perfect little bite-sized piece. How adorable are these? They're so cute. But I simply like to just style them in a little pile. All right, the last one we're doing is prosciutto. We're gonna do some prosciutto ribbons. People have a hard time peeling prosciutto. You just have to have a little bit of patience. Also, a tip, if you grab 2 pieces at once, it's easier to separate 2 pieces than 1 piece from 12 pieces. There are a couple different ways I like to do prosciutto, and it mostly depends on the type of prosciutto, but we're going to do a couple, I'll show you a couple examples. So the first one is a prosciutto ribbon. So what I have done is I lay it flat and I fold it over almost to the edge, but not quite. And then all we're going to do is use our hands to pinch, fold it over again, pinch, and then one more time, and you have a little ribbon. So let's do it one more time. Fold it over, not quite to the top though. Pinch and fold. Prosciutto is my favorite. I want to eat it so bad right now. All right, let's do it one more time. Our board's getting pretty full. I think we should make a board with all this after, so I can show it displayed on a board. Let's do that. All right. So fold it over, pinch. And then I always pinch together the bottom. And don't worry if it breaks apart like this, because when you fold it over, it's going to stick to itself, okay? I'm doing this backwards, so it's kind of hard to see, but see? Once you pinch it together, that break doesn't matter. I would definitely recommend using cold prosciutto, like straight out of the fridge. This has been sitting out a little bit. Here's a bonus style for you guys. If you have hard to work with prosciutto, because let's be honest, not all prosciutto is the same. Say you have a piece that's just, you can't peel it, it's really hard. It breaks, blah, blah, blah. Let's go for a rustic look then. So what I would do is I would take it and kind of just fold it over like so. And then you can kind of pinch and just do little mounds of it. Totally okay and acceptable, you guys. Do one more. This is definitely more of a rustic look, but like I said, we're being real here. Not all prosciutto is easy to work with. You could buy two of the same brand and some just aren't gonna work for you. So maybe just do a little bit of wrinkling like so, and there you go. So here are all of the different styles. I guess technically we did 10 today. We have the flat fold, the prosciutto ribbons. We have the bouquet here, the salami river, the salami link, salami roses, the tri-fold, just an easy, simple layered look. We have a little bunch of the salam minis here, and then we have some prosciutto chunks there. So I quickly got some prep here, and we are going to build a beautiful display here. And I'm gonna fast forward through this, so we're not gonna talk about everything because this video was centered around the salami. But just so you guys can get an idea of what this looks like displayed on a board. Voila! So we have everything styled here. What do you guys think? Can you pick out each one? We have the bouquet here, the salami link. We have the tri-fold along with the chub here. And then we have the river going around the honey. See how you have that simple half fold, but then you layer things on top and it gives more interest to it. We have some prosciutto ribbons here, some more prosciutto ribbons, and then the salami down here, and then of course the salami rose, everyone's favorite. Well, this looks like a delicious lunch for me. I am going to go and enjoy this now. Are you going to utilize any of these in your Thanksgiving and Christmas boards? Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something new. If you did, leave it in the comments down below. Tell me what your favorite style was. I do have to say, I love a good salami rose and a prosciutto ribbon. So anyway, I hope you guys follow along and see what kind of videos I make next. As always, I so appreciate you guys and your support, and thank you so much. Here's a Murray update, you guys. He is 2 years old now. He just had his 2-year birthday on November 10th. He is a heifer, huh? I know you guys love to see him on here, so I thought I would share him. Hi, Murray. So cute, right?